you go. I'm having a meeting. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You don't know what you're doing? That's okay.
All right, are we all here?
Mm-hmm.
We ready to?
I think
Not
so.
like we're waiting on two people, right? Horatio and
Well, I
Stephen.
got regrets from Horatio, of course,
Oh,
and
right.
Daniel, right?
Okay. Right.
So I think we've got everyone else who's presenting reports today, although Bethany, are you here for Nicole?
I'm here for Nicole. Yes.
Okay, I've got it. All right, great. Well, I'm
Not
gonna
being
call
at
this.
this, not being at this very important meeting, that's just very unprofessional. Look, I'm
Very.
enjoying the beach right now, and I'm here.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
appreciate
for being
that,
here.
Yes.
Thanks, Eustace.
Nicole
I mean,
said
you're all
she had.
still
We're gonna-
being paid to work, so you know.
We're gonna be on time though, right? Because we've got the pig roasting right now, and
You're roasting a pig?
we're going for the group swim in a bit, so it would be nice if this finished on time.
Well, I'm gonna make sure that happens, but so that we can do that, can we get started? Yeah,
Yes,
Good.
please. Let's
Good.
get started. Let's be very
Okay.
punctual.
perfect. So I'm gonna call this to order. I've got like 7:02 now. So this is our board meeting for Business Corporation Incorporated. And first of all, of course, we need to adopt the minutes from the last meeting. Has everyone had a chance to review those?
I didn't get
Yes.
any
No.
minutes. I didn't get the minutes from last time. And like I told you that I couldn't be at that meeting. So I don't know why I didn't get the minutes from that meeting, but I would like to know what you talked about when I wasn't there. I'm just saying I have a right to know. That's all that I'm saying. I'm not trying to make waves. I'm just saying that this is common on all the boards that I've sat on. I've been able to get the minutes, before the next meeting.
Yeah, well, and I think it was Nicole who was supposed to send them out. So if you didn't get them,
I
that's
didn't get
Nicole's fault. Did everyone else have a chance to review the minutes? Nobody reviewed the minutes?
Of course. Of course I did.
We do our jobs.
Okay, well, could someone who was at the meeting and who reviewed the minutes make a motion to adopt those minutes? Thank you,
I
Eustace.
make that motion.
And Linda, you're gonna second that motion?
I will second.
Perfect. Any
Steve,
discussion?
maybe you should, Steve, you should make sure that your email is correct so that you can get the minutes next time and not disrupt the meeting that we're trying to stay on time with.
Like, was it sent to my address? Can anyone check the CC field or?
Did you check your spam?
No, I didn't check my spam. Nothing ever goes to my
Well,
spam.
then it might be in your spam.
Well, let me check my spam.
Okay, Steve, you are with
Don't
the
you have?
technology department, right? You are in tech, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Bethany.
Okay, yeah, I got it here. Sorry, it was in my spam folder. It's not my fault. It was in my spam folder. I don't ever look at my spam folder.
Sorry,
I'll review them now.
My
Thank you.
allergies are acting up here.
Yes, Bethany.
I wasn't at the last meeting because I just got hired 2 weeks ago. And so I wasn't sure whether I should vote on whether or not we should accept that motion because I wasn't at the last meeting, or whether I should vote because I'm at this meeting and I'm really not sure what to do. Could you please clarify?
Yes, of course. Yeah, obviously you can't move the minutes because you weren't there, but you can vote on them as long as you've reviewed them. Yes, Bethany.
But how would I know if they were accurate since I was not at the last meeting, nor apparently was Steve?
Well, I think at this point, we've got Linda, we've got Eustace, they've made the motion. We don't need to even take a vote then.
Well,
Move on.
Yes, Steve.
I just want to say that it says that I wasn't at the meeting, which is true, but I think it should be outlined that I said that I wouldn't be at the meeting. It's not like I just bailed on the meeting.
Yeah, and it's listed as a regret, not absent.
Okay, thank you.
that means
I just wanted to be clear.
All right. Yes, Bethany.
I'm just wondering if the culture of this organization is to play really fast and loose with the rules and to just choose when and when not to have a vote.
Yes, that's exactly the culture of this organization. If you haven't picked that up by now,
I see.
then the sooner you know, the better. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Are we good to move on?
Yes.
Okay.
Did we vote on that?
Sure. I want to vote on
Moving
it.
on, that's not something you have to vote on.
No.
No, we're all good. Excellent. And I don't know, Bethany, because you're here representing Nicole, if you even have voting ability. So,
Oh, like if she's her proxy, right?
Well, I'm
Sorry,
an
go ahead,
Well-
Bethany.
I'm an employee here, so
Yeah, but you're not a
Yes.
board member.
I'm a board member. Oh.
Well, if
Okay.
you're here for Linda, you're technically not a board member.
I'm here.
She's not here for Linda. Linda's right here.
all
Oh,
right.
right, sorry.
So we're going to move into the
Maybe-
department reports now, since this is the bulk of our agenda, and hopefully everyone will give the reports in an efficient manner and keep to the time
Mhm. Yeah.
scheduled. So you've all got 10 minutes to present from your department and take any questions. That's all part of your 10-minute slot. So we're going to go to who do we have first there? Steve,
Yeah,
you're
that's me.
presenting a report from the biodiversity and technology. Yeah, the
Yes,
floor is
yes.
yours.
Thank you very. I'm sorry. Hope like do I call you like Madam Chairman or Mrs. Chairperson or Person Chairperson? I don't want to be offensive. I just want to know what's the right termage. I'm sure we're all wondering the same thing. Like what will be the not offensive way of?
You know this is part of your 10 minutes, right?
Well, I just
It
yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah, I just need to know
Okay.
like
Just
what's
making sure.
should I just call you
Just
chair
chair
or
is fine.
chair? Okay.
Just
Thank-
chair. Chair is absolutely fine. Yeah.
Thank you, chair.
Bethany,
Sorry,
Hey,
earlier when I asked the question, I just called you Hope. Was that wrong? I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to be disrespectful in any way. I just at my last place, that's what we called the person in charge because we were
I'm
all kind of.
absolutely fine with that. And because Steve now has the floor, if you have any questions, let's hold them to the end of Steve's presentation. If that's okay.
I was just really worried about it because I didn't want you thinking that I was disrespectful when I've only just started here.
Absolutely. All right, Steve.
Thank you. Okay, so yes, I have a report from the Biodiversity and Technology Committee. I've got a little presentation here that I want to share with you. Just one of these buttons here. It updated recently, so it looks a little different. I think it is this one here. Yeah.
Okay, we've lost Steve.
Did Steve just disappear?
Steve
Yes.
just disappeared.
There.
No,
Uh,
no, sorry, that was the wrong button. Okay, but we're back now. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let me just see here. Okay, no, wait, I've got it here. Screen share, and then over. Now, where did my presentation go? Oh, here it is. No, wait. Okay, I'll just do it this way. And then if I go over here, oh wait, where is it? There we go. Okay. Oh wait, where'd it go? Okay, there it is. Okay, can you all see my screen okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so on behalf of the Biodiversity and Technology departments, I would like to pose the question. MailChimps.net, what are they and what do they do? I believe that this is a sector that the Business Corporation Incorporated should be investigating. I believe that MailChimps.net is a valuable website that we should be developing and implementing on. Originally, I think in your notes it says MailChimps.com, but that one is already taken. But I think MailChimps.net is a very equitable pathway for the future. But what is MailChimps? Webster's dictionary defines mail as of or denoting the blank that produces small, typical motile game teas, especially spermzuka, with which a female being be merged. But it's also what you get in your mail. Chimps, according to dictionary.com, means noun, chimp, or plural noun, chimps. What happens when you put male and chimps together? I would like to say money, lots and lots of money. How does this work? How is this possible? Who's going to grab up all this money? Anyone want some of this money? It's right there for the taking. Go ahead, grab some. Because with MailChimps.net, this is our future. Let me elaborate. It's commonly known that if you gave 1 million monkeys 1 million keyboards and 1 million years, they could write a Shakespeare play. But what if we don't have 1 million monkeys? What if we don't have 1 million keyboards? What if we only have, say, 1,000 monkeys and 1,000 keyboards? What would they do then? My proposition is that we find an old, empty warehouse somewhere, right? We take monkeys, trained monkeys, we train the monkeys to be typing emails for people. I don't like typing emails. I don't think other people like typing emails. We train the monkeys how to type emails for other people. We give them a bunch of keyboards and we throw in some bananas. And what's the result? Lots and lots of money. Results? Happy investors. We want to keep the investors happy. We get happy employees. Happy employees are one of the key foundational principles of this company, right? We get a happy economy, which is good for lots of people, because lots of people want a good economy. And most importantly, happy, productive monkeys who are giving back to society and not just eating bananas in a zoo. I asked, would anybody here be happy eating bananas in a zoo?
I don't think they like to be called monkeys. They're chimps.
Same thing.
Check your dictionary, it's not the same.
When I saw that the definition of chimp was chimp, not monkey. Or chimps, plural. Not monkeys, plural.
Right. Well, fine. The chimps
That
will
was
be
in
happy.
your presentation.
Right. Okay, chimps. Good. Linda, what do you want to say? Make it good. Yeah.
I have a few questions.
Okay. I've got a few
First
answers.
of all, who is going to be training the monkeys? And who are going to pay for the monkey trainers?
Well, who's going to pay for the monkey trainers? Well, the company is going to pay for the monkey trainers. We've got the money.
Do we have the money? We'll see later on with accounting. See if we have the money.
Didn't you see my little animated GIF of all the money coming in? This is going to be selling like hot banana cakes.
Yes, but we need the money beforehand.
Well, we'll take out a loan. I don't know. We got bank accounts, don't we?
On the, just one more point, please.
Sure.
On marketing and the whole marketing department right now, what I am seeing here is that our business is going to be looking like we are just monkeying around. That this whole thing is bananas on a marketing perspective. This is not good for our brand, for our business.
Can it be though? I think you're looking at it through the wrong kind of glasses. Maybe we've gone monkeys over MailChimps, over emails, right? If anything sounds bad when you say it that way, Linda.
What kind of emails are they sending? What kind of emails are they sending?
Emails that other people don't want to send.
Then why are we still here?
Well, this is a no-brainer, Linda. If you don't want to get on the bandwagon, I understand that's kind of your thing. But I think people who have a progressive vision of the future, who can actually see what is down the line, they will see MailChimps. Go ahead, Eustace.
Yeah, Steve, I I ran the numbers for you like
Okay.
you asked.
Thanks.
And I have to say, this is an excellently profitable idea, especially the costs. The costs are really low. Since
How much
we
does a
bought-
banana cost? Eustace, how much
Well,
does a
since-
banana cost?
Exactly. Since we bought this island, the bananas here cost us pennies a banana.
Right?
So like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
the food cost for the monkeys is insubstantial.
Yeah.
Much less than the cost of a human employee, because let me tell you, people cost a lot of money.
Like what kind of benefit package would we be looking at for a monkey? Like a little bit of dental, because they just have little teeth. They don't need glasses. They probably don't need extended health, right? They're not, there's no wheelchairs for monkeys. Like we could keep these monkeys employed for a song.
Oh yeah, and it's a really short song actually.
Okay. How so?
Oh, I ran the songs, like, there's lots of songs that are out there like 5-10 minutes, but like monkey songs, it's like 30 seconds.
Really, eh? Like when you're, oh yeah, right. When you think about like the little monkey grinder.
Exactly, right?
Yeah,
It's
30
on a
seconds
loop.
max.
It's really short. It's repeatable.
Yeah.
The rights of that song is extremely low.
Thank you. Thank you for your input, Eustace. I appreciate the wisdom that you bring to this table.
You're welcome, Steve.
Bethany, yes?
Well, at first I was very concerned, and then I felt pretty good about your proposal, but now I'm concerned again because I was like, why are you excluding female monkeys? Why are only male monkeys going to be allowed to work in our company? Isn't that sexist? But then you said that they were all going to be doing dictation and typewriting and those sorts of things, which traditionally scale or skew towards women. And so I thought, oh, that's actually very enlightened to bring men into that work, into that field where maybe they haven't had a lot of opportunities before. But now I'm concerned again because I think what I've heard you say is that we're not open to employing any monkeys with physical or mobility issues, and that we won't be employing any monkeys that need wheelchairs or other sorts of extended healthcare benefits. And I think that's really speciesist. And I'm really concerned about that because I don't think that that's the image that we want to portray to the public. That we are not willing to support, others with different abilities. It's ableist and also a bit speciesist.
Yes. Can I chime in?
I agree with Bethany.
So you've got 1 minute left. Is there an action that you need coming out of this, Steve? Is there a motion?
Well, I think the first thing we need to do is move to register mailchimps.net. I think that's the most important thing. And then everything will just kind of fall into place after that.
So would you like to make that motion?
Yeah, I move that the company registers the domain mailchimps.net, maybe mailchimps.org, and mailchimps.uk.co, because they grab up everything. Then I'll just kind of take things from there.
All right. Do we have a seconder for that motion?
I'll
Yes.
second the motion.
That's
Great.
my man.
Any further discussion? Yes, Bethany.
I think we should consider, instead of mailchimps.net, we should consider chimps of all genders and abilities and other things are welcome here.net.
Okay, we can add that one on too.
Thank you.
And they'll all just redirect to the same
Okay,
place.
so that's a friendly amendment to your motion. You're okay with that, Steve?
I'm okay with that.
All right, so I'm going to call the question. All in favor of registering that slew of domain names, please raise your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, any against? Linda, is that a vote against?
No, it's 4.
Thank you, Linda.
All right.
You're welcome, Steve.
All right, so that motion passes and we're going to keep moving forward. Thank you, Steve, for your contribution. And we are moving over to the Special Events Committee report. Bethany, the table is yours.
Thank you. So I met with Nicole to talk about both the annual community relations barbecue that we hold for our community partners and the families in our community, as well as a staff retreat. And I've only been here a couple of weeks, but to quote to quote Nicole, she said that the annual community relations barbecue is bunk, and that she let me take over planning of this event. And so I'm very, very excited about this. And so I've determined, based on the feedback that we got from last year, that there should be we will not be allowed to have any bouncy castles or anything like that, given the incident that happened last year with those children. We did find them eventually, from what I understand is in the minutes, that they were found quite some distance from home, but that we maybe wouldn't do that again. And so what I'm suggesting is that we will have cotton candy, and also a petting zoo that includes rabbits and guinea pigs and ducklings and unicorns. I wondered about getting dragons, but I thought that might be too dangerous with the small children, because you can't, they have big feet and they might step on someone. They also might fly away, and then there's a bit of a liability risk if we would not be able to return them to the renter or to the rental place from the dragons. But we are going to play Quidditch at the event, and of course we will serve all sorts of barbecue, but no meat. Thoughts?
So that's everything then?
Well, I'm open to additional suggestions.
No.
Where is this going to be held?
Well, I was thinking about in the parking lot, and also if in the basement if it rains.
Is it possible to amend it to make it on the beach?
I'm not familiar with the exact location of the beach in relation to the community that we serve, but I'm absolutely open to that if you think that it's feasible. If we had it at the beach, we could also get singing dolphins.
So when is Nicole coming back?
Well, I think she said that, I don't know exactly. My understanding is that she's still here. She's just not able to attend the meeting today, and that she's very, very, very busy with busy things, and that she's delegated this task to me for this year.
Has she approved any of these things?
When I spoke with her about it, she said, whatever. I said, Nicole, I'd like to speak with you about my plans for the picnic or the barbecue. And she said, whatever you do is fine. I don't want to hear about it. So I made plans.
Okay.
Are kids coming to this party?
Well, of course.
Okay.
That's why we can't have dragons.
Right.
If it was just for adults, we could have dragons.
Okay. And bouncy castles. Like I'm a little
No,
bit...
I don't think we could have bouncy
No
castles.
bouncy castles.
But it was only the children that were displaced. The adults that were in the bouncy castle, we were all okay.
That's true. That's true. That's my understanding. But it was clearly in the notes that it was said that there would be no more bouncy castles after that incident. Perhaps we could get a bouncy fire truck. It didn't indicate anything about bouncy fire trucks.
Will there be a bar?
I hadn't accounted for that, but sure.
Can we account for a pig roast?
Your accounting, do you think that would be reasonable for us to account for that, sir? Accounting? I'm definitely open to that, except there's also the problem of we could have pig roast if it was a vegan pig.
Like a pig that doesn't eat meat?
Yeah, we can have one of those.
Okay, because I don't think pigs do. I think pigs are vegan.
Yeah, they don't eat meat.
Pretty sure.
Oh, all right then.
Like, can we have...
Except in that movie where they threw the guy into the mob people, they threw the guy and the pig.
I think I saw it on Criminal Minds once too.
So can we have a dragon to roast the pig, or is like the dragon completely out?
Oh, that would save a lot of money.
That would be brilliant. I
Right?
love it.
Okay. And
That could work.
are we charging
Yeah.
employees to come to this?
No, it's mainly for our community. It's not for our employees. It's for the people who live around here to apologize
Oh.
for the smell.
Oh.
And also, remember,
so
there was, you know, from what I understand, anyway, there were a few incidents years ago with, things, people getting run over, and
right.
and someone's house burned down, and then there's
Oh yeah. I
smell,
remember
so
that year.
now we do this annual community relations barbecue. That's what
Right.
I believe.
That party, that party with the house, that was a real burner.
I know, right?
It
That
was.
was a great
It
time.
was a hot night.
You should have seen their faces when they came back the next day. They're like, "Where's my house?" Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
hilarious.
that was a good one.
If there's no bounce cancels, I'm not doing it.
What about a bouncy fire truck?
Have you ever seen a bouncy fire truck, Bethany?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
on something other than Paw Patrol. Like,
They
where
have
is
one at
there
the
a?
military base. I've seen it.
Oh, so the military? We're getting the military involved. That
just-
escalated fast,
I'm
Bethany.
just saying you can get them. I'm not saying we need to bring
We-
the military.
We
I'm just
usually
They're in the
have,
same
we usually
store
have
of
the
the-
military. We usually have the military because we just can't keep it under control. Usually, it's safer that way.
Hmm.
It's budget
And
it's
the police.
budgeted, It's
Yeah.
budgeted.
Yeah, and for liability purposes, right?
Right. We don't want the unicorns to cause any troubles either. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's a clause in our insurance policy that we have to have the military whenever we do the barbecue.
So my monkeys can or can't come? Like you say, it's for the
No.
community. No?
No,
well, it depends because your monkeys.
they're
Where are we
chimps.
going to place your monkeys, the chimps, since they're going to be working in the basement? And you said that if it rains, we're going to be using the basement. So we're going to have to move the chimps somewhere else and all their equipment.
You can't just dislocate my monkeys. They're highly trained.
Well,
You can't
then we need to find another, in case of rain, location.
Maybe we could.
How about
Maybe we could have
inside
it
a
in the
bouncy
boardroom.
castle?
If we're here at the beach, the palm trees, there's a very good canopy for the rain.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, but you have coconuts. That can be another liability. Someone
Wow.
getting hurt with coconuts.
So
Yeah.
we've just got like a couple minutes left for Bethany. Bethany, what do you want from the rest of the team here?
From my understanding from Nicole, I just needed to inform you about what we're doing. And so I'm just letting you know that this is what's going to be happening. And the date is going to be June 31st.
All right.
Okay.
Bethany?
Like in a month from now?
Yes, a month and a bit, because it's not the 31st today.
Right. Do we think that there'll be a lot of people coming to our event a month from now?
June 31st does not exist, Bethany. Check your calendar.
Is it a leap year?
I thought it
That's
did.
only February.
You must be using the old calendar, Linda, and not the new updated calendar. Check your
Is there an
Outlook.
updated calendar? Is that in my
Yes.
spam folder too?
It should be in your Outlook.
Why is this always so much work?
All right,
Wait, can we-
so it sounds like there's a little bit more planning to be done in terms of cementing these logistics, but are we good to accept this as information for right now?
Sure.
All right,
I am informed.
thank you, Bethany.
Yep.
You're welcome. I didn't even get to tell you all the fun things for the staff retreat, but maybe there'll be time later or next meeting.
Sure, if by happenstance, we don't need all the time this evening, we can come back to you.
It could come
Otherwise,
into number 4A at other business, perhaps.
if time allows, otherwise we will defer it till the next meeting, absolutely. All right, we're gonna move on then to our accounting and leisure department. Eustace, are you there in the sunshine?
Oh, it's really nice over here. I mean,
Must be nice.
yeah. Yeah, this is a good location to do work, you kind of like work for a little while, you take a little swim, you work a little bit more. It's a good time. Yeah.
Are you feeling all right? You're looking a little green in the face.
Well, this is my combination, like accounting visor, but also it's like a shade for the sun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You look
So
very accounty.
I take my job very seriously.
Yeah, it shows. Shows.
Then get to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so the accounting and leisure department, as you know, is a fairly recent department. We've trying to basically cut some costs, and you know, it's brought some people together that haven't necessarily interacted before, and then basically created this synergy of minds. You understand? So in that, we kind of looked at the productivity problem. Oh, my pencil. We kind of looked at the productivity problem. As you know, there's serious productivity problem in the company right now. We're nowhere near the efficiency ratios that we should be. So we wondered, well, you know, keeping track of people at the office and what they're doing. I mean, they seem to be focused on their work. So we thought, well, probably what's really hampering them is the fact that they're doing things outside of work that are hampering their productivity at work. It's just logical. So what we decided to do was basically implement a program where we're going to track employees 24/7. And so we're basically going to take a very small monitor here. Basically what happens is that you kind of can bend it, right? And you know, if it's a large person, you can kind of like tie together, right? So you just kind of like tie it like this, and then you can kind of like put it around a person's arm or ankle. It's very unobtrusive. You don't notice it when you're sleeping. We've tried it on many people in the department. But what it'll allow us to do is to kind of track how they're moving around and are they being active enough? Because, you know, we don't want jittery people at the office. That means they're probably just loafing around at home. I mean, no, they should be moving, right? But to make sure, you know, the monitor is one thing. Sorry, hold on. One second. I just gotta refill my beverage here. There we go. It's extremely hot over here. It's very dry. Oh, much better. So what we've decided to supplement the monitoring with the physical monitoring and the activity monitoring is also to install about somewhere between 5 and 15 cameras in the house, and have basically the monitoring. And the thought, you know, in discussions with Steve, he thought that this would be a good activity for the monkeys to do on their off time, is basically just to watch the people. And so in terms of that, we would basically be able to identify from the people to see what activities they're doing and to correlate that with the productivity that each individual has at the office, using our neural networks that we're going to build, again, with the help of Steve and his biodiversity and technology group, and essentially identify what kind of activities are productive or result in productivity and what activities don't result in productivity and will make people stop. And really, we've done the forecasts, and I'll tell you, through the roof, yeah. So anyway,
are those Cheetos?
Cheetos? No. I bring for the good stuff. These are cheesies.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's in the budget.
Like Hawkins cheesies?
Oh yeah.
That doesn't matter, Bethany. Sorry, didn't mean to get.
It does. Hawkins cheesies and Cheetos are very different things.
Oh, very different. No.
And if you don't understand the difference and why that matters, that's quite concerning.
you can be concerned then. I just want to focus on.
I think we're all
Eustace's-
concerned, Steve.
I just want to be focused on Eustace's idea here. Is that okay? Is that okay if we talk about that?
Sure. The idea that the Hawkins cheesies are the best.
The best.
I'm with you. 100%.
I second that motion.
There's no motion. There's no motion on the floor about
Yeah,
this.
can we approve? Can
I
we
move
pass
that
a
we
motion
decide
to-
that the Hawkins cheesies are the best.
The chair, can we approve the motion that Hawkins cheesies is better than the Cheetos?
I'll
Uh,
second that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with our business of the meeting today. Are you
Thank you.
ready for questions, Eustace? Are you wanting discussion on this proposal?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm basically asking for approval for the motion.
Okay. First of all,
I've got a question.
excuse me.
Sorry, what?
I had started already.
Oh, sorry, there must be some lag. So my question is, why stop at 24 hours?
Oh, that's a good point. They're usually only 24 hours in a day.
Right.
It just ends that way.
So go
But
for
it wouldn't-
25?
But it wouldn't stop.
Okay.
Like it would like be running. So eventually it'll be 48 and then it'll be like, 72 and it just keeps going forever
Yeah, you stink.
until they die.
Okay. So what if somebody is being very productive at work? Do they need to wear this bracelet? Because I know that I'm being efficient and I do my work at work. At home, I don't want anybody knowing what I'm doing at home. That's my own personal time. And I don't want any monkeys or chimps or anybody else watching what I'm doing.
Oh, no, I totally understand. If you're above 80% productivity, you're excluded from the program.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're definitely in that ratio.
Thank you.
Yes, Bethany.
I'm wondering if that's the you showed us on your arm the item. I'm wondering if it's available in a multitude of fashion colors.
Well, it's a multicolored device. I mean, but we can supply paints and people can paint them. It is paintable.
Let's see.
Steve, you are muted right
by
now.
By the way, Bethany,
Yeah.
the installers for the cameras will be there on Tuesday.
Okay, so you're asking for a motion to approve this, but they're already coming to do the work. Is that correct?
Oh, well, it's simply anticipatory, and especially the really, really low productivity employees. It's a no-brainer.
Okay, last question, Bethany, and then we're gonna have to call a question. Yeah.
I'm a bit concerned. I'm not sure if I should be taking this. I don't mean to take it personally, which is why I'm wanting to ask a clarifying question. But you just said that people with very, very low productivity would be having theirs installed soon. And then you said that they would be coming to my house on Tuesday, but I have been very productive, very productive. I've only been here for 2 weeks and I've already planned a community relations barbecue and a staff retreat and also many other things. And so I'm quite concerned that your opinion is that I am low productivity when clearly I am not.
Oh, no, I don't have any opinions of my own. It's all numbers, and ran it through Nicole, and Nicole was like, Bethany has seriously got to be in this program.
Okay, Steve, you're muted in case you didn't notice. You're muted. If you're trying to add something that's
Can't
public,
hear
can't
you.
hear you. You've got to unmute your mic.
Press the button on the bottom.
Push the button.
Anyway,
The button with the microphone. Oh, dear Lord.
So while our tech
Steve.
person
Yeah?
is trying to figure
Like
out
that?
how to use technology, Steve, your video's gone now.
Jeez.
Eustace, what is the motion? What is it that you need from
I would
the
simply
rest?
want to approve the program company-wide outside of the prototype we've already been doing. We want to roll it out. At least to employees that are under 30% productivity.
All right, so you're making that motion?
Yes.
Would anyone like to second that motion? Steve, we still can't hear you.
There, I'm just saying that Bethany put her hand up. I think she wants to second it.
No,
Yeah,
that's not
thank
what
you
I
for seconding. Thank you for
That-
seconding it,
That's
Bethany.
not what I meant.
Thank you
No,
for seconding it, Bethany.
No,
She
I'm
did not
seconding that
second.
Bethany seconds it.
no.
I move that Bethany second Eustace's motion.
Can we do a motion that Bethany is moving the motion?
I'll second that.
Yeah,
Linda?
Bethany has to willingly move a motion. That's just the way Robertson's Rules of Order work.
I checked with
So-
Nicole. She said she's fine with it.
So
Steve,
that's Nicole's vote.
if you want to second the motion, Steve, you can just second it
I
yourself.
don't want to take anything from Bethany.
Oh, no, it's fine. You go ahead.
Whatever. Yep. Then I'll second it.
All right, so we've got a motion on the table. Are there any further questions about this motion? Yes, Bethany.
I want to know if we as employees will have any access or ownership over the video that is recorded by the chimps, because I do a lot of dancing in my spare time when I'm at home. It's very calming, and I find it to be very good for my mental health. But it's also wonderfully beautiful, and if you're recording it anyway, I would love to be able to monetize that, please.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All employees will get a perpetual free license to the data and all the videos and recordings.
Or at least a highlight reel. Right?
Okay, so we've got a motion on the table. I'm going to call the question. So all in favor of rolling this out? All opposed? So
Wait, can I
again,
change my vote, please?
to what, Bethany?
To oppose. I voted in favor, but I would like to oppose, please.
All right, and Linda, I don't know if there's a lag or what's going on there, but your hand came up a bit late. Are you in favor of this motion or are you opposing it?
I am agreeing to this motion since I'm not part of this. I'm over the 80% productivity, so I'm not part of this. I don't care what he does.
All right.
Then I'll vote in favor of it also.
All right, then we have a unanimous vote to roll out this project. Thank you. And I think we're good to move on. So the last departmental report, marketing. Linda, are you ready to share your marketing report, please?
Yes, just a second. I'm trying to find something. I'm just going to reply to an email quickly here. Don't worry about me. It's very important marketing stuff.
I'm really excited for your report, Linda, because I love to go to the farmer's market.
It's not farmer's market there, Bethany.
But it's marketing.
Yes. All right. So, marketing. During this whole time of reconnecting, redoing everything, being at home, being not home, nobody being in the office right now, I decided that we are going to be rebranding our entire company, which includes logo, slogan, different colors in the office, and I am implementing an office attire, which everyone will have to abide with. So, first off, our logo. What we have right now is a little stick man holding a pencil. Not much, but what is he doing? Why is he holding a pencil? What is he going to be writing with? So I'm proposing that we change our logo. Our little stick man holds a pencil and a notepad. So then we know what he's going to be writing on, and he's going to be taking notes in his notepad. Big change, I know. Exactly. Big change, I know, but all our signs, everything is all going to be changed up. Slogan. It's your business. What is that about? It's your business. It's not their business, it's our business. So we are changing it to it's our business. Again, big change, but I think we can handle it. As far as redecorating, can you wait till the end, please, Bethany?
Sorry, yes, I was just.
I'm on a roll here. I'm on a roll. You gotta let me keep going. Decorating the office right now. Bland white walls everywhere. We need to spiff it up. We're going to be changing it to eggshell. I'm glad you guys are all sitting because it's a big change.
I'm a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm going to listen to the rest of this.
Okay, thank you. Why are you? It's because you're sitting on a log of some sort, or?
Well, no.
Anyways, whatever.
The radical change in color is just a little bit too much for my.
I know, but it was time for change. It's time for change. Bethany.
Well, I was just wondering if you have plans to address your internalized misogyny, because you shut me down as a strong woman in the workplace, but you stopped what you were doing to allow Eustache to have a conversation with you and disrupt the role that you were on. And I'm wondering about the disparity and the incongruency there, and whether this is in fact some. Why do you hate women in the workplace? I'm not a threat to you, Linda. I'm not a threat. I want to be friends with you.
Yes, I know. I know you're not a threat. I don't know where you came up with those big words. Frankly, I'm quite surprised that you knew those words. And second of all, it's because you're still new. I'm not too sure how to work. I don't know you yet. Eustache here. Sorry, I gotta say it properly, buddy. It's Eustache. All right. Stop pretending that you're Eustace. It's Eustache, okay? Anyways, I'm sorry, Bethany. I didn't mean to offend you. I was just trying to make sure that Eustache was very comfortable. But I will get to your question after. Attire. We need to get together and start wearing the same clothes. So with our new logo, with the new colors, I am getting us some work shirts that with the logo on it. So the golf shirts, we're going to get some dress shirts. We're going to get some hoodies. We're going to get pants. Right on the butt, we'll have the logo and the business company, the BCI, our name. And then we're also, because of everything that's been going on, we're going to get some face masks done. Because that is one thing that we're going to have to start wearing in the office. I'm sorry. That is from the health and safety department that approached me on that. So I'm going to be working on that. And yeah, I think that's all of it. Are there any questions? Bethany, because you're a woman, I'm going to talk to you first.
Thank you. I have a question.
You're welcome.
And I also have a comment. So I was thinking when you were suggesting about changing the name of the business from "It's Our Business," "It's Your Business" to "It's Our Business." I thought
it's our slogan.
Another option might be "Mind Your Business," because it's also about us taking care of their business, and I just thought that was worth consideration, possibly. The other thing I wanted.
So
I'll just jot it down
on your notepad.
I'm going to jot it down and I will bring it to the department. Thank you, Bethany.
The other thing, my question is, you listed a lot of apparel items that we will be getting, and you didn't indicate that we would be getting any dresses or skirts. And I'm just wondering if there's any particular reason for that, as I quite like dresses and skirts. Even if you're wearing a suit, you could wear a skirt with a suit. It's very professional. And I'm wondering if there's some sort of underlying reason why you wouldn't consider that.
Personally, I've seen enough of Eustace's legs. I don't need to see any more. Just
well, it would
saying.
be his choice as to whether he wears a skirt.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought we were trying to
we're looking
company-wide here.
Mostly it's because of uniformity. We want everybody to be looking exactly the same. And also to kind of eliminate a bit of the sexual harassment. We didn't touch upon hair.
Just saying, if you want everybody to look the same. Two of you have already got the green hair going on. Just wondering about the rest of us.
It's a bit concerning in terms of diversity. If you're saying that you want the entire workforce and all of the employees to look exactly the same, that's a bit concerning for me.
Like my chimps are not going to look the same as everyone else.
Can I chime in here?
Well,
Um,
yes.
I mean, I ran the numbers for Linda, if she asked, and the savings that we have by buying bulk because of, more similar items, I mean, far outweighs the diversity. And in my opinion, any concerns that in people's feelings, I mean, that doesn't make money. Feelings don't make money. We all know that.
Exactly. Yes, Bethany.
I would just like to point out to Eustace or Eustace, that
Fine, okay, I'm French Canadian, okay? Leave me alone. All right, I'm just trying to fit in.
I'm just wondering about if you've also factored in the cost of the lawsuits from the people who do not want to look the same or do not look the same and then feel discriminated against, and if you've factored those numbers into your accounting for this particular endeavor.
Oh yes, I'm very, very thorough.
All right, so for the sake of time, what do you need from us, Linda?
I just need the approval on all the changes that we're going to be implementing here. Really, it doesn't matter if you do approve or not, because we're going to do them anyways. What?
Are you
Steve?
making a motion?
Yes, please.
All right. Do we have a seconder for Linda's motion to make all of these changes?
If there are swim shorts, then I second the motion.
Are there swim shorts, Linda?
No, there will not be any swim shorts. Sorry, Eustace.
I will second the motion in support of my other female colleague.
Thank you, Bethany.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Didn't realize it was going to be like that.
Further discussion? Steve,
Why don't you mute yourself again, Steve?
Steve, was this something you wanted to share with the group? You shared a GIF on the chat.
What? No. Well, I sent something to Eustace, yeah, but nothing to the.
Well, it went to everyone.
You know how disgusting that is, Steve?
Well,
really?
It's
so sexist.
What are you talking about? It's sexist. It's just.
How about you describe it to everybody then?
It's just a funny GIF. That's all that it is. It's just someone who is probably sitting through a board meeting and they are ready to wrap it up and not listen to some nonsense that is
right.
So if your chat had nothing to do with the business at hand,
no.
Are you suggesting that Hope as a female leader it doesn't have good control of this meeting?
No.
Right.
So you think this meeting should be wrapped up and that you're wanting to leave and that perhaps you don't have the faith that you require in our leadership?
And why only to Eustace and not the other female board members here?
All right.
It was supposed creating staff solidarity.
So we've got a motion on the table. It's been moved and seconded by Bethany to approve these marketing changes. So I'm going to call the question. All in favor, please raise your hands.
Or you're all getting mouse pads.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right. So the motion passes unanimously. Thank you all for your departmental reports. So next on the agenda is other business. Is there any other items? Yes, Bethany.
I just wanted to speak about the staff retreat. So the staff retreat, we're going to have a slumber party at Camp Wanna Friend Me. And it's going to be focused on team building and team self-care. And so our activities are going to include trust walks, deep personal sharing, braiding each other's hair, and also sitting through self-help lectures.
All right.
It's going to be a week long.
A week?
Yes. And it's there's no cars or technology allowed. And so it's like a 3-kilometer hike in to the camp. and then you're immersed in the team building environment. It'll be awesome.
So everybody has to go?
Yes, it's mandatory.
If we're gonna adjourn soon, like the pig's almost ready. I just wanted to check in. Like I'll just leave, but I'm just saying.
Eustace, we've got 4 more minutes on the clock. So if you can just hold on to your Bermuda shorts until then, that would be appreciated.
Hold on to your shorts.
Any other comments, questions? I'm assuming, Bethany, that you're just presenting this as information again.
I am. Well, you've approved it, ma'am. So I'm just letting the others know that this is what we're going to be doing, and it's really important, and everyone is expected to be there.
And where are we going to be sleeping? Is there cabins or something?
There's like large dormitory cabins and bunk beds.
Is it separated?
Bag.
Is it like summer camp where boys are in one, girls are in the other?
Yes.
Great.
But people can choose, like you stay in the cabin that is for which you identify, and then because we don't want it to be sexist, or we don't want it to be limiting for those who are. Maybe we'll just have one big. That's probably what we'll do. We'll just first come, first serve.
Is it wheelchair accessible?
Yes. It's a bit bumpy on the way in. You'll need to get someone probably to help push, but yes, there are, yes.
We'll have to let Horatio know.
Yes.
Maybe get his someone to help him out.
What are the monkeys going to eat on this retreat?
The monkeys this is for humans. The monkeys are going to be staying, we're taking all of the humans out of the office for a week. So the monkeys are going to be in charge of the business while we're gone.
This is very discriminatory.
Speciesist.
Yeah.
The monkeys get their own retreat.
Oh, their own one. So it's like segregated.
No, it's no.
Do they get their own water fountain?
Pardon?
Do they get their own water fountain?
Sure, but the monkeys you have to work.
How about a bouncy castle?
She just admit, sure, give monkeys a bouncy castle.
You have to. The monkeys don't work there yet, and you have to work at the company for at least 15 days in order to go on the retreat.
Oh, so it's not for everybody.
It's for everyone who's worked there for at least 15 days.
But you've worked for only 14 days.
But the retreat isn't until 2 weeks from now. It'll be.
Oh.
Today is not
2 weeks from now?
Today is not the first day of the retreat. We have 1 more week of work, and then we go on the retreat.
Oh well, I'll be busy then. I won't be able to.
I've got year-end.
The chair has already agreed, and so has Nicole. And so your tasks will be providing monkeys to help you with those tasks while you're at the retreat.
All right, so we've just got a minute before I'm gonna shut this down. Is there any other business? Anything else that needs to be discussed before Eustace goes and eats his roast pig?
I think we've covered it all.
I'm just really excited to be here. You are all so welcoming, and I feel so inspired by the meeting today and by the work we do here at the Business Corporation Incorporated.
Thanks for coming, Bethany. We'll see you soon.
You know it's not the year end for raises, right? So you don't need to be so complimentary.
I'm still on probation.
Yeah, she won't get raises for a while.
Right. So you don't have to be so nice. We're not that nice.
I need to be this nice until I'm off probation.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right, folks. So just a reminder that we're going to be continuing with Zoom meetings probably for a little while longer, right? So don't worry. Just make sure you're checking your emails properly.
And the spam.
And so the next meeting is scheduled for 45 minutes from now. Is that correct?
No. We will be sending out the minutes, and we will be in touch about the next meeting.
Can I get the minutes this time?
If you look in your spam folder, yes, Steve, you can have the minutes.
Fine. Put the onus on me.
All
Maybe
right.
you should fix that.
I do need a motion to adjourn, please. Everyone except for Bethany is making that motion. So that is adjournment, folks. Thank you all for a productive and, yeah, great meeting.